Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Moltar, and welcome to Week 4 of the Gold League. First match between Pan and the 36 Stormo Virtuale, and the second match of the day is going to be between the 718 and Ta. Fasten your seatbelts, get your nachos ready, and Missy's already ready to rock and roll. This should be a good one, as Gold League always is. But first, we've got to check out what map we're gonna be running today. So give me a second, as I've somehow forgotten to pull things up. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful Saturday morning, or morning here as it is here in the United States. I don't know what anybody's doing in the world. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic Easter last week. I know I did. Way too much chocolate, as somehow that is what Easter has turned into. We just give fake chocolate bunnies and, you know, eggs, and I guess it's just been commercialized so people can sell more garbage, but that's what it's turned into. So let's jump over and see what map we are going to be flying today. Anybody that's new, we probably have some new faces here. We roll before every matchup to see what map they're going to be flying on. So you roll a d6 on our trusty Dungeons & Dragons dice roller. We have 6 map locations, 4 on Persian Gulf and 6 on Caucasus. And without further ado, let's get this dice roll. So we rolled a 4. This is going to be Shiraz versus Kish. So this is going to be a non-feet wet, all feet dry matchup. All 4v4 action over the desert. So let's jump back into the studio. Raid should be getting that all set up for us. And we should be jumping in to the map here momentarily. Yesterday, we had a single matchup. Who flew yesterday? Why am I forgetting who flew yesterday? It was 104th versus 59th Ravens. 104th came out guns blazing, really, and took it to 59th in a very, very overwhelming fashion. I think both rounds ended with only one 104th casualty and all 6 of the 59th pilots dying. Frosty, yes, classic Moltar. I always forget things. I think what it ends up being is the headband on my hat is a little bit too tight, and you guys just don't realize it, but it's really why all my hair's falling out. Actually, it probably really is why all my hair's falling out. Wearing hats all the time, and well, I don't have them on right now, but headbands on headphones. Right now I got in-ear monitors and studio monitors going on. Gun says, hi, Mortar. You guys and your dang Moltar name memes. Once we get, hopefully if we ever get Twitch partnership, I'm actually going to utilize these name memes with Mordor and, you know, Moltadar or whatever the hell else you guys are talking to me about. We're going to make emotes about them. I got some emotes pending. If you guys haven't seen them, make sure you follow us on Twitter. There's actually a Twitter post that I made. Let me see if I can grab it for you. Uno momento. Let me grab it. Come on, Twitter. Don't be dumb. So these are our emotes that are coming. Let me pull this over here so you guys can see what exactly is going on. I'm going to close that. Let's jump over and you guys can see the emotes that are coming. I'm waiting on them. They're pending review. So we've got the hailstorm for when you guys make it hail by throwing pennies at me in the Canadian, at the Canadian strip club. We got 2 of my faces, the what face and the holy crap that just happened, face. And then we've got the soda can, because we've got the SATAL soda can, because I know you guys, if you guys don't know, this is a Diet Coke can. This is not a Diet Dr. Pepper can. This is definitely a Diet Coke can, because we want Coke as our sponsor. That's just an ongoing meme going on this morning. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. I'll post the link here just so you guys can get it. I post all the SATAL updates, any matches, anything going on with Thrustmaster, Heapler, Eagle Dynamics, any of our other sponsors. You got Buddy Fox, you got TacView, you got who are other ones? Wild Weasel Apparel, and I know I'm forgetting one, and Fox Bounce. So anything going on with the sponsors, any discounts or anything, or any type of the big one that you guys want to know about. I know this is the one that everybody cares about. The big one that you guys want to know about is anytime we're doing a giveaway, and I'm pretty sure, I haven't announced it yet, but I'm pretty sure we got a module giveaway or a couple modules coming up that we're going to be giving away. We'll do them on Gleam. You guys will have a couple weeks to enter, so don't worry about missing out or anything like that. But we're going to have another module giveaway or a couple module giveaways coming up, so make sure you don't miss on that. Follow us on Twitter. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, because Jabbers and I are doing SATAL recap videos. We got some other stuff coming. We just got a lot of stuff coming from the competitive DCS scene, so make sure you're following on all the Twitter twats and the other social media platforms. God, I'm getting old if I'm calling it Twitter twats. Jesus, I'm turning into my father. Oh my God. What is life turning into? I keep doing things that my dad would do, and it's just, oh my God, it never ends. I'm turning into my father. Do any of you guys have these feelings sometimes where you say something or you do something, you're like, oh my God, I made fun of my dad so hard for that when I was younger, and here I am, 31, sitting in an office chair as a virtual aviator, casting these matches, right? These matches as they go down. And I'm turning into him. And now I'm having second thoughts on my life. I'm now causing a midlife crisis to occur right now. What have I done with my life? 1CFL says, what happened with Top Gun? When that coming back? It is coming back probably in the summer. We're going to do another summer one. I have not announced it yet. But it's coming. It is going to happen. So don't worry about that. Thank you for the follow. Let's catch up on what's gone down here in the past couple hours. So we've got a couple new followers. Vicious, Will, Fion. I'm going to call you Fion, F-I-7-7-O-N. Papa Putton, and Dur Little Terror. Thank you for the follows. Mongoose dropping the Prime sub. Thank you very much, brother. Much appreciated. All this goes into making the stream better. And the big thing that this is going to make better close at hand is I'm getting a new microphone. We're getting rid of this Rode Procaster, which has been a trusty little microphone. It's been a decent microphone, but we're moving on up in the world to an Electro Voice RE20, which is like a broadcaster microphone, which I think suits the stream very, very well. At least I think it does. I think it does. What do you guys think? I think it'll give me more of a presence, if you will. It'll be more of an announcer, radio-like voice, and I think that'll be great. But that's what's coming. Any of the other stuff we're going from pilot perspectives. I mean, any of the money that comes in here through donations, bits, anything like that, we just put it in here to make the stream better. So thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for making that happen. Let's jump in and see what we got going down between Pan and 36. Things are just getting kicked off, or they're just starting to load into the server. I can't say things are just starting to get kicked off because no way in hell that's going on yet. I don't think anybody is loaded into the server. We'll go ahead and let them know. Jump in the jets. And we are Portland. But guys, how is your weekend? What is going on? DCS has become a family in the last year. Fireball, it was always a family. If you compare this to what Arma was, Arma used to be like that. Arma used to be awesome. It used to be a more mature fan base, and then it kind of went downhill as all the 12-year-olds came in, and it turned into a teabag fest like Halo was. Moosey Moose! Welcome, brother. Thanks for the bits, and I forgot. Could Bullet making it rain? He's going to love that Halo emote that's thrown in there. Moosey Moose dropping 100 bits, and Will dropping 100 bits. Thank you, brothers. Much appreciated. Yaga doing, as always, the live tac view, so make sure you don't forget to have both those up. You guys can use multi-stream. Maybe Yaga can hook you up. Hopefully we get the squad, like Twitch squad. If you guys haven't heard of it, Twitch is doing a squad style thing, which is like a multi-stream thing, I guess, that allows you to watch multiple streams at the same time. And their multi-stream does it right now, but this is native to Twitch in and of itself. So that is coming. It's not open to everybody, which is unfortunate. Oh, we got some... What is this? We got mirages coming from 36. This is unusual. I did not expect this to happen, but we have multiple mirages, ladies and gentlemen. This is exciting stuff. This is very exciting. I did not think we would have mirages today. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This is exciting. That was like the most unenthusiastic oh, baby call you could have ever thought to hear on Twitch or on a stream or really ever anywhere in general. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Said in monotone. See, you guys are gonna see me do it again. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And that's just the face. That's the face of how this is gonna go down. But this match is gonna be way more exciting. Way more exciting than that. So we're just waiting on Pan to jump in. They're flying all Legacy Su-27s. So we have completely unmatched sides. Flankers coming from the Pan side. Takakun, Pan, Noth, and Ella Air flying flankers. And then we have Pit, Johnny, Dirty, and Corante. Do you guys know how to say that? Corante? I'm going to assume that's how you say that. You guys can't see this because I'm a scrub and I went to the wrong scene. There you go. There you go. Hopefully that's not too dark. Is that too dark? That's not too dark. So you've got Takakun, Pan, Noth, and Ella Air flying Su-27s for the Pan side. And then Pit, Johnny, Dirty, and Corante flying 2 Mirages and 2 F-15s. So completely unmatched sides. No likeness whatsoever. This should be a good one. Usually we have like aircraft flying from both sides. And Chris says it absolutely right. Lots of Fox 1s. We only have two aircraft in this whole matchup that are capable of firing Fox 3 active missiles. So I'm going to give the spool command, and they should spool and taxi. And we are one step closer to getting this match underway as we listen to this smooth synthwave 80s porn music. This is why you guys get up in the morning. You guys all tell your wives, you tell your significant others, babe, or whoever it is, I'm going to get on and watch Moltar's stream. And we're going to make love to virtual aircraft, to 80s synthwave love music. That's what this is all about. That's why we're here. That's what gets me up in the morning. I hope that's what gets you guys up in the morning. But it's what gets me up in the morning. It's what gets me going. So let's make sure that everything is ready to go. I'm going to exit to the top. We are running, should be good. We're running a little bit different profile for reshade. I changed some, what did I change? I changed the gamut coefficient so it's way less bright. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully everything looks fantastic. Everybody is very excited to see these Mirages. I am very excited to see these Mirages. They make a hell of a lot of noise as they depart, which I like. Well, all the planes make a hell of a lot of noise when they depart. Mongoose, Moltar's relationship advice, second to none. Okay? There's nothing better. You're telling me, you are telling me there is anything better than my relationship advice? No, absolutely not. The guy that sits Saturday mornings, who's married, has 2 kids, sits in his basement, his little corner that he's been banished to, giving relationship advice? There's no. You guys forget psychiatrists, forget counselors, forget your significant other altogether. I'm where it's at, okay? I'm the only one that you need to listen to. And all you guys need to do on your Saturdays and Sundays, 1400 and 1700 Zulu, is be right here with me, with us, our DCS family. Because we are the family that matters. That's all that matters is virtual airplanes and virtual dogfights in the skies. And these Mirages. These Mirages matter too, okay? All this stuff matters. Gamma MU, the Mirage does have a very good sound. Mine does not sound like the normal Mirage because most of my sounds are heavily modified. All right, I'm getting sick of this 80s porn music. We gotta go to something else. So these guys should be taxiing. I don't see them taxiing yet. We're down here at Kish. Let's make the music a little bit louder. But Fireball, here we go at some point once people start taxiing. I think they're waiting on alignment coming from the Mirages. Still waiting. And waiting. And waiting and waiting. If you guys haven't done so yet, make sure you're watching the TAC view at the same time. It is very, very, very important. It provides a way more informed and complete picture of what's going on in the battlefield. It is, instead of just watching me stream, yeah, my stream's awesome. Yaga's stream on the TAC view, equally awesome. You put them both together, fucking awesome. I usually try and get around the curse words, but I couldn't there because it's just that cool. Grumpy Finn says he's out, has to jet for a bit. Man, you're supposed to stay here with me. I'm just kidding, brother. Have a good time. Have a good time, whatever you're doing. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you here. Have a good rest of your day. Mongoose, no, there will be no Phil Collins in this stream. That is not allowed. Ever. Boring. Mirages are spooling now. I guess they were waiting on alignment or something. I don't know what they were doing. Not entirely sure. Jump. That's a flanker. Is my game gonna crash? Please don't crash. Nope. Not gonna crash. Good. It was just my keyboard being dumb. Just my keyboard being dumb. Watching these guys taxi, watching the F-15s. Grumpy Finn, you should have learned a long time ago that I never came out of primary school. I cannot read at all. I just fake it. I fake it really, really well. I never said Phil was boring. I just don't like him. Maybe I did say he's boring. I'm just not a fan. Just don't. No. I much prefer 80s porn music. That's why I get up in the morning. What goes on? Mongoose, yes. We all know how bad a plane the Flanker is. The Flanker is such an ugly aircraft, right? The Su-27, one of the ugliest planes ever made. It is terrible. It is so ugly. Its lines are atrocious. Horrific plane. What plane probably has better lines than that? Than a Su-27? What do you guys think? What has better lines than a Su-27? Lots of things. A-10 maybe. A-10. Way prettier than a Su-27. What else is a prettier aircraft? F-8 Crusader, probably a prettier aircraft. Definitely prettier than the Su-27. And I'm just kidding. Su-27 is one of my favorites. There's nothing sexier than a Su-27. Look at that! Look at that thing! You don't get prettier than this. Let's zoom in on this. There's nothing better. Look at it. Look at it! There's nothing better than this. Anywhere. This is the pinnacle of aviation sexiness. Sukhoi got it right. Couple that with the 80s porn music and there's just man, there's just nothing better than that thing. A380 or maybe a Super Guppy? Quite possibly. Mongoose. Only a face a commie would love? Well, what if I am a commie? You know what? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Nothing. That's right. Absolutely nothing is what you're going to do about it. All right, so we're waiting on 36 to give the ready, and we will get this show on the road on this Sunday morning, 1400 Zulu. We're not starting too late. Well, we didn't start late. We're just getting underway pretty quickly. 36 says they're ready. Pan is ready. Let's issue the all ready. We'll turn the volumes up and watch these guys depart. We'll probably leave the volumes up as they ingress, so you guys don't have to listen to my ugly mug and my terrible voice. We'll listen to the sounds of freedom as these guys get closer to bringing the fight to the center of this AO. Here we go.
turn this down a little bit. You guys talking about asynchronous payloads and stuff. Yeah, the Mirage is at a little bit of a disadvantage coming in here because it does have a little bit less of a payload. I mean, if we look at this Mirage right now, you've got the 2 Magics and the 2 Matras, so it's only got 4 missiles. However, It really makes up for that in its legs, so its fuel economy, its speed, and really being an awesome interceptor at high altitude. This plane is really difficult to deal with if it gets high. You might as well just run away, because that Matra and the Magic, for that matter, turn into long range pokey sticks that are moving very, very, very quickly. So do not underestimate the Mirage. Don't underestimate it at all. Trev, I don't think this merge is going to take that long. Oh, you mean the lines? Maybe. Or the distance? 135 nautical miles. That's not too bad coming in here. I mean, we got a ways, but what better way to pass the time than listen to awesome jet sounds? It's just too good. Too good. Who do you guys think? I want to know in chat, who do you guys think is going to come out on top? Do you think Pan is going to come out on top, hailing from the east out of Japan? Or do you think 36th from Italy is going to come out on top? Which squadron, virtual squadron, do you think is going to be able to come out on top? I don't know. I've never seen either of these two guys fly. This is the Gold League division from 36, so I have no idea how this is going to go. I've really never seen Pan fly. I've never really flown against, I mean, I've flown against them in some public servers and stuff, but I've never flown against them in any competitive place, so I don't really know how this is going to shape out. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to come out on top? I think, as I preach, whoever's able to maintain their altitude better, maintain their shape better, because shape and altitude typically mean situational awareness, and better situational awareness means you have more vision on the game board, and you're going to be able to move the pawns a little bit better. Coxie, I know 51st knows Pan. I've just personally never really flown against him. It doesn't mean 51st hasn't. I may have done it once, but I don't know how they're going to come out here. I don't have enough info to know which way or who I think is going to be able to come out in this matchup. That's all I mean by that, Coxie. Monku says there's no numbers in this one, in one of the squadrons. I can't predict the numbers. Who knows? I don't know who's going to come out on top. What's the separation now down to? Separation between the two teams is coming up. It's 90 nautical miles. So we're getting a little bit closer as the tension builds, as these two teams get closer to the AO. 90 nautical miles. Probably about 60 nautical miles, 70 nautical miles, and still until things really start to kick off on this amazing, fantastic Sunday morning here in Kansas City. I don't know about what you guys' weather is like, but here in Kansas City, yesterday was like 70 degrees. Then it got really, really windy. Then it got really, really cold. So we woke up this morning and we were down in the 30s. That's just Kansas for you, because Kansas doesn't know what it wants. It doesn't know where it wants to be in the United States. Do we want to be up north? Do we want to be down south? I don't know. And it can't decide make up its mind with the weather because of that. Back into these aircraft. So we're really watching the Mirages. Who do you think? Archangel brings up a good point. Well, not a good point, but he made me think of a good question. Who do you think is going to have the first kill? Pan or 36th? And let's take bets, not that the bets are really going to mean anything, on what missile is going to cause the first casualty of today's matchup. Do you think it's going to be a Matra? Do you think it's going to be a Magic, an ET, an ER, a 120, an AIM-9, a 73? What do you think is going to be responsible for the first casualty today in this matchup? Round one of this two-match day doubleheader between Pan and 36th. Who's going to do it? Spring is just a battle between summer and winter. Well, Bullet, in Kansas, we have spring. We have fake spring, then second winter, and then second fake spring, and then even colder winter, then a really short day of like 1 day of really warm, then really cold, then like 3 days of nice weather, then it's summer. and then it's really hot. That's how Kansas operates for springtime. We don't really get nice weather where you're not pleasant being outside. It's either really cold or it's like 110 degrees with 100% humidity. Kansas is phenomenal. But enough about weather. These guys are getting even closer to the ingress. Technitanium, the ET man himself, says ET to the face. So he thinks Pan Squadron is going to get that valuable first kill. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go down. Not entirely sure. Got a spot coming across my face. I don't know how this is going to go down. Let's check the map again. No, don't crash. Please don't crash. I swear to God, game. I swear, game. I don't know what your problem is. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? I don't get it. DCS is killing me these past weekends. I don't understand. So we'll wait for it to restart. I need like a... I even reinstalled DCS yesterday. I don't know what's causing these crashes. I don't get it. Hopefully we got a little bit of separation before times really start to kick off. I hope you guys are watching the TAC view. If you're not, you should now. And then DCS, after it crashes, takes like 9 years to restart. Come on, DCS. I know you can do it. Standing Cow says DCS is going to DCS. And yeah, that is very true. I think I hit this, didn't I? Yeah. So there it is. Can we get some F's in the chat for DCS? Just ripping it up. Chris says DCS the disconnect simulator. That may be the case, but guys, this is just something that that goes down with any type of sim. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that goes down with any sim. Arma has its own fair share of crashes. After this match, I'm gonna throw you guys to a fan video, and I'm gonna restart my PC or my gaming rig. You guys shouldn't notice anything. Oh, no, you're not. No, you did not. Now I can't get into this server. Please don't do this. There we go. Okay, we're getting it. There's the F's in the chat. But I'm going to restart my gaming rig and see if we can't correct this issue. We haven't really missed out on any action due to these crashes, which has been nice. Let's knock on wood here, and hopefully we don't have any problems. Coxie, I don't know that I can't say that it's an ED problem. I can't say definitively that it's the sim. I can't. I don't know that it is. So we're back in. I'm going to send you guys back over to the game view. And we haven't missed anything. We just now got a couple ERs coming off from Noth and Takakun. So we made it just in time. Just in time, baby, for all of this stuff to start going down as things really start to kick off here of this round one between Pan, and 36th. Those ERs look like they're tracking on Pit and Dirty. Johnny gets a couple 120s out on Noth and Takakun. Noth, are you thinking about turning cold? He's dropping a ton of chaff down here low, so I don't think he's going to have any problems. He's trying to line of sight these missiles. We can see some contrails coming up from his teammates. There goes what looks like an ER from a teammate. No casualties yet. 4v4 still. ER and ET coming off from Pan and Ella Air. Johnny now egressing away in his F-15, being tracked by an ET and an ER. He doesn't really even need to flare. You can see another missile coming off from Takakun. I think that's on Pitt's Mirage down here. See as he maneuvers. Mongoose says if Moltar can't get it up, it's definitely an ED problem. Dude, I don't need Cialis or anything. That doesn't... ED's not responsible for that. Come on. Let's not blame ED for everything. I'm fine at that department. Sorry. Went down a weird path. Try to stay out of there. Pan pressing with his Su-27 for the Pan side. ER comes off from him. Corante responds with two 120Bs. Pan, are you going to be able to defend in time? Are you defending? No chaff coming off yet. He's still in gate. 550 knots. He's defending now. Is that in time? There go the flares. Is it in time? There goes the chaff. Are we going to see a missile come by really close? There it is. Barely missed him. 4 pilots still remaining for both sides. Pan just skates by the skin of his teeth. ET's coming off from Noth. Johnny is now defending. Is he going to... There's the flares. Are you out of gate? You are, like a wise man, so that's going to be Nope. Oh, my... Oh, I thought it was going to miss. I guess he didn't come out of gate. And Johnny's the first casualty of the day for 36. Pan still with 4 remaining. Matra 530 coming on Noth. That is completely unsupported, so that is a dead missile. And I'd like to see these two teams reset. I'd like to see mutual support coming in here. Ella Air, you are pressing by yourself. Unsupported, unassisted. And you have 1 ER remaining and 2 ETs. Are those ETs? And 2 ETs. And Ella Air is now surrounded, playing this very, very aggressive goal league for the win. He's pouncing on one of the 36 guys as we see a missile from his Mirage. I think that's Mirage come off. Is he getting in close with that 73? Is he getting in close? There goes the Mirage. Can we get this guy? Corante's got missiles coming in on him. He's flaring. Nothing to do about those. His wings say see you later. And then another casualty coming from Pitt, and all the 36 guys just get dispatched as Pitt goes from aircraft into pencil. And that's all she wrote. Did Pan have any casualties? No. That was 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, 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 boom. Pan 4, 36 0. What a commanding show of authority there in this round 1. Man. And once things started to go down, there was no pumping the brakes at all. Anywhere. That was balls to the wall. Pedal to the metal. Missiles off the rails. I mean, a lot of these guys don't have very many missiles left. Ella Air has 1 ET and 2 73s. There's an ET and an ER. All the 73s. There's an ER. Oh, they got some, but their long-range missiles are... A lot of them are used. They used a lot of missiles in a very, very, very short amount of time. But good game, well played from Pan, taking round 1. I don't know if they're going to have to RTB. I don't think they should be required to. We didn't get anything coming from 36, so we're just going to ride along as these guys RTB. But no casualties coming from Pan. And what it looked like there for 36th, what went down was they got in there, and then they just they got low, or lower, and then they just kind of lost where they were. They didn't know where their teammates were. They didn't know where the enemies were, and they died because of that. Man. Got to maintain that altitude. Got to keep that picture in that situation. Bullet still making it hail, dropping another bolt. Let's catch up on the follows here. Fitz Jr. drops 100 bits. 36 Rabba with the follow. Cobalt Blue with the follow. Driftboxer, Prot, Talent, Pephany, all with the follows. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Much appreciated, and thank you for the bits. Always welcome. They go straight to the chest for making this stream better, so thank you again. Much appreciated. I'm just glad, regardless of, donations or bits or whatever, that people enjoy watching DCS. I enjoy casting it. I'm glad people enjoy it. I think it makes a good pairing. And these guys are RTB and back to Shiraz. Let's reset that camera view. But chat, I really want to know how you guys think that went down. How do you guys think that played out? I mean, obviously, Pan won, but what do you think Pan could have done better? I think they could have maintained their shape better. Ella Air got very lucky in his solo push into the midst of the 36 side. He was completely surrounded. And in all honesty, if 36 had a better picture of what was going on, he probably would have died. Without question. They would have pounced on him, cut off his retreat, and he would have died. So the shape was kind of lacking coming from both sides. I think Pan could have done a bit better. I would have liked to see Pan manage their altitude a little bit better, so when they descend to attack, they climb back up on egress. It was from kind of the both. We say the same thing time and time again, but altitude. And I think if they both teams could have managed their altitude a bit better, and we may have seen a different outcome there, because altitude allows you to maintain where your teammates are just a smidgen better. IB Live, thank you for the follow. Much love, brother. Welcome to the show. Just watching Pan RTB, and I'm going to send you guys after they RTB and they land, and I'm going to restart my computer. I'm going to send you guys to a fan video. You're not even going to notice the restart. And I'm going to restart my machine, and we should be able to get rid of the crashes. I think what is causing the crashing, I think it's my fault. So my setup, I have 3 machines. I have my gaming machine, I have a laptop that controls some stuff, and then I have my streaming machine. My gaming machine runs into a streaming card, blah, 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 and then I have a KVM that switches a keyboard and mouse. I have a couple keyboards and mouses over here that I use, but it switches my primary keyboard and mouse back and forth. And DCS does not like it. Does not like it at all. At all. When I hit the KVM button. It crashes a lot of times. So I was testing some stuff before the stream started, and I did that, and it crashed. And when it crashes, after it crashes, DCS takes forever to launch. And typically, also after it crashes, we start to see these problems where it'll just randomly crash in an F10 map. So I think that's what the problem is, and that's why I'm going to restart, because after I restart, the problem goes away. So I don't really know why that happens, but I think that's what the problem is. Coxie, Gold League indeed was your idea. I'm glad it's definitely panning out. It's a lot of fun to watch. These matches are hugely aggressive. Hugely aggressive and go down much, much faster than Diamond League do. It is a lot of fun. Frailenby and Speedbird, thank you for the follows. Guys, much appreciated, much appreciated, much love. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Come on, keyboard. I know you're wireless, but I know you can not stutter. I know you can do it. And Pan's formation flying, it actually isn't that bad. They're reforming here. Pan, who's Pan with? Is that Noth? Ella Air here. Vicious, sometimes I gotta go to the F10 map. Sometimes you gotta go that route. You gotta jump. Because you gotta see what's going on. You gotta be able to switch back and forth between the cameras. Otherwise, it just, you guys aren't gonna get a very good picture. It's just not gonna play out very well. Mongoose, why no Nevada map? I don't know how many people have Nevada. Nevada's kind of boring. There's not a lot of airfields that'll support this number of aircraft, I don't think. I mean, I'd fly in Nevada. I own Nevada. But I don't know how many people own Nevada. Guys, I'm going to turn the volumes up here a little bit. We're going to watch these guys RTB. Enjoy. And I'll see you guys here in a minute.
the former Intercontinental Champion of the world, Macho Man Randy. Nothing.
And that's all she wrote for round one, ladies and gentlemen. Third Pan Squadron takes it authoritatively 4-0. 4-0 in this Gold League matchup. First one of the day between Pan and 36. I'm going to send you guys to a fan video. I'm going to take a few minutes to restart my machine. Rage is going to get the server reset for round 2, and we will be back with you momentarily. See you guys here in a minute.
I never did belong. Tomorrow I'll be gone, don't cry. Mama, don't cry. I'm burning down this town. So if you see me around tonight, kiss me goodbye. By your side is where I wanna be. Young and wild with no apologies. I could die, it feels so good to be running wild with you right next to me. But I'm a favorite song, so we can sing along and drive. Feel so alive, so fast like I could fly. Take off into the sky so high, I close my eyes. By your side is where I wanna be. Young and wild with no apologies. I could die, it feels so good to be running wild with you right next to me.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My computer, I think, is all restarted. We should be in much better position to go for round 2 here between Pan and 36. At least I hope we are going to be in a better position to go in round 2. DCS seemed to start much faster than it had previously. And I think, at least I hope, this is going to fix our problem. Magara, thanks for the follow, brother. Much appreciated. Much love. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. I know I enjoy this casting. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show as much as I enjoy casting. Does anybody else have the issue with DCS where the pings that it shows on the server screen are not necessarily indicative or indicative of what your actual ping is going to be once you're in the server? Isn't that a little bizarre to you guys? Does anybody else have that problem? I've heard other people having problems getting to the servers because of their ping. It's never happened to me, and it seems to be happening now. Why is it happening? I don't know. Guys, you'll be very happy to know that I updated the scoreboard. This is a monumentous day in SATAL history. Moltar has remembered to update the scoreboard. This is a big deal. Very big deal. Hopefully DCS did not crash. It's sitting... Oh, nope. It's good. Missed any of the race. What race? What race are you talking about? I don't understand. But I'm kind of dense, so sometimes I don't really understand a whole lot. Okay. These guys have not loaded in again. They should be loading in here shortly. Let's jump into the screen so that you guys can see what's going on. McFly, thanks for the follow, brother. Much love. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. Squirrels, thank you. I'm getting better. We're getting better at this as I get more experience. Things are going to improve. They are bound to improve. Okay, things are just gonna get better. So Pan has loaded in. So is Pan like Pan's Squadron? Is this the man? Pan himself? Is he the man? Or do I just not understand something completely? Rage said it really well. Pan did really well, and I hope that 36th is able to regroup here. I still find it very interesting that these sides are completely different. Usually we don't have anything we don't have sides that are this different. Kastari says, where is the studio located? Were you interested in hosting the leader of the first internet bracket air sim champion that was sponsored by Lockheed Martin? What is Kastari? What does that mean? Feel free to send me a message if you want to in Twitch or Discord. I'll get back to you. No worries. But I don't know what you mean. Oh yeah, Pan America. Pan American? I don't think they're in Japan. They're not Pan American. Oh, Japan? Maybe. Chris may be onto something there. That could be something. That's a good thought, Chris. Japan? Sometimes it's the simple things make the most sense. But guys, look at the scoreboard. I did it. You guys want to see my smug face? Here's my smug face. I did it. Yeah. I did it. I have a really ugly mug. I'm sorry. These guys are starting to spool up as we watched 36 depart last time. This time, we're going to watch Pan. Do you guys like it when I just shut up and let the music and the planes play on departure and their ingress? Or do you guys like it when you get to hear my sultry voice over the sounds of the jet engines and the 80s porn music? I mean, which do you guys like better? So Rage thinks it's actually Pan and his boys. Vicious says Pan means bread. We're going to have this huge debate about what Pan means. And I don't know. I don't know what Pan means. Crips, why are we dropping the emotes? What are you excited about? Mongoose, that kind of makes me sad if that's directed at the stream. You gotta get rid of your... Oh, you're talking about my voice, or my smug face. It's like Jeremy Clarkson's smug face. It's what we got going down. Jeremy Clarkson is my idol, so I'm trying to emulate him in the best way that I can. Well, Kabi, what I meant is do you like me to not talk at all, and you guys could listen to the music and the jets, or do you want me to talk over top of everything the whole time? So do you want me to shut up, or talk over everything and be annoying? Crips, I don't have an O face yet. Unfortunately, the emotes have not been approved, which is sad. Pan may need to scoot up here a little bit. Little problem as they come in here. Software says, thanks, Bolton. The image is hard to let go of. Man, that's what I'm here for. I'm here so that you guys wake up in the middle of the night just thinking about my face. And you're going to be in a cold sweat just because you're going to think I'm looking at you, and it's just... going to be a problem. So Pan looks to be ready to go. Let's ask if 36th is ready. Narrate it like one of them nature documentaries. So like David Attenborough, I can try. I don't know how that's gonna go down. 36 isn't ready. Samurai says, may I ask how the first round went? Was it fairly lopsided? Samurai, Pan just poo-pooed all over the 36. It was 4-0. I think it was just due to 36 didn't have shape and they were kind of disorganized. And they just kind of... They weren't able to capitalize on mistakes that Pan made because I think it was a little bit disorganized. And they got a little bit too low, too fast, and didn't have the situational awareness that was needed to capitalize on the mistakes that Pan was making. Will says, you have a face for radio. I definitely do not have a face for TV. So... Chris, I'll try and do a nature documentary style thing as these guys depart. We can, maybe for a minute. We'll see how I do. It's hard to... just make stuff up on the fly. Mongoose says he's got a support group if Moltar non-consensually stared at you. Mongoose, I non-consensually stare at people all day, every day, just to make them uncomfortable. That is a life's mission. It's how I roll. I just like making people feel uncomfortable. People talk about like we were what was I going to talk about? I don't even remember. I forgot. I have no idea. Fat Blast. Some of your guys' names are absolutely epic. I love that name. How are you? I'm great. Christari, I see your PM. I'll hit you up when we're done streaming today. Hopefully I don't forget, but I should be able to remember. Looks like we're still waiting on 36. Waiting on them to get ready, and we'll get this ball rolling. Hi-Fi, Avengers, what is going on in chat? Like, what does that even mean? Mongoose making it hail. You guys think people will still use the Mirage once the Viper's here? I don't know how many other things are going to be flown once the Viper's here. I'm probably going to go to the Viper. The bubble canopy, baby. Oh, man. O-face overload. That bubble canopy. Man. That just looks exciting. And I'd love to... So we're still waiting on 36. Mongoose, I agree that the Viper is going to upend say... Well, I don't know about upend. It's just people are going to fly it. And I'm excited for it to come in. I think a lot of people are excited for it. It'll be interesting to see at what level it's done in comparison to BMS and how many people from BMS end up coming over. So we'll just have to see. I'm anxious for it to come into the sim. I really want to fly it. That's for damn sure. Bullet dropping another bit. Bullet, you really just like making it hail. You guys and dropping these pennies on me like it's hot. What I find amazing about SATAL is that it's like Samura just said, it's a worldwide competition. OCG is Australian. We saw them fly against the paddle pushers, the PP Bros, in week 1. We have Pan, who's from Japan, and just the sheer difference in time that these guys have to fly is amazing. It's things that a lot of people don't think about. It's why Zulu time is really important for a competition like this. 36 is taxiing, by the way. It's just amazing that here, where I'm streaming, it's 10 o'clock in the morning on the west coast where I'm sure some people are watching, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And then if you go over to Japan, it's tomorrow, which is nuts that they're flying and it's after midnight. It's crazy. Kastari, thanks for the Prime sub, brother. Much appreciated and much love. Hopefully you're enjoying the show, and I will get back to you with those PMs. No problem. Mongoose says, I don't mean it's going to end SATAL's. No, I know what you meant. It's just going to change the metagame. It's going to upend how people are having to fly now, because it's bringing more to the table, in my opinion. I got what you were putting down. I understand. No worries. I wasn't confused. Still waiting on 36. I don't know if something happened. They were just taking a bit longer for the taxi to get going. Vinny D, yes, that was the epic ninja cheese. His airness himself in the not one, but two 1v3s, or one 1v3 and a 1v2. God, that was fun to watch. Last week's match between War Dogs and AirTech was hella phenomenal. That was a ton of fun. Tom is joking. I want to know where people are from. If you're comfortable with it, post the country where you are from and what time it is there in chat. I want to know what's going on. Layton. Yes, I am in Central. I am in Kansas City. Good old smack dab in the middle of the United States. Come on, 36. And just waiting for these guys to get ready so we can get this round 2 underway. We're not doing too bad on time. It's 10 o'clock. Come on. Gotta get this going. Mongoose says he's in... Mongoose, you get up that early to see my face made for radio? Really? Man, you get up at 7 o'clock? You're crazy. You are crazy. Lots of people watching from Japan. Lots of Europeans. Not really a lot of people from the U.S. yet. Vinny's from New Jersey. It's 11 there. Finland, Germany, Salmurai's from America, Watto's Australia. Man, you guys are dedicated. So do you like go to sleep, or you Watto at 95? How does that work? It's 1 a.m. I could do that when I was younger, but I can't stay up. I felt like I was gonna be dead this morning, and I was up till midnight last night. We make sure Pan's ready, and then we will get this round 2 underway, because we just got the ready from 36. They're both ready, and here we go. So I'm gonna shut up for a minute, just watch these guys depart, turn everything up. Maybe I'll yell and scream over the top of it, and let's get this round 2 underway between Pan and 36. Pan leads 1-0 in this best of 3. And here we see 4 Su-27s in their natural habitat departing land and becoming airborne, gracefully displaying their ingress back to the mating grounds, north of Kish and south of Shiraz. However, typically, when they come into their mating grounds, they encounter resistance from the natives, the 36 Virtuale, and their aircraft waiting in ambush, the Mirage 2000 and the F-15. That's all I got. I can't go any further with that. I can't. I'm no David Attenborough. I'm no animal expert. That's all you're getting. I don't think I got any more. As terrible as that interpretation was. Samurai says, you guys are much more dedicated than I am. I would hate for Molten to be the first or last person to see it any given day. His wife is a saint. You are so true. My wife is a saint just purely for letting me cast this stuff. Not only for dealing with my ugly mug, but just the fact that she allows me to do this, I think is a big deal. I think is a huge deal. A massive deal. Leighton, that's because I screwed it up and forgot to update it. I'm -5. I'm just a scrub. It gets to be -7. That's at some points during the year because of daylight savings time and whatever the UK uses, and it changes. It's just different. Mongoose drops a pit for Moltar's wife for putting up with him so we can watch this. Yeah, she left. She took my son to his soccer game, and then after this afternoon, we got to go to his baseball game and stuff. And then we're going to, for those in the United States, has anybody eaten at Wahlburger? It's like a, yeah, it's the actor, it's his brother. And he opened a burger restaurant. So is anybody eating there? We're supposed to go there for my mom's birthday tonight. IB Live says, right, wives normally hate us streaming. She actually likes it. I don't work because I got in a motorcycle accident, so I'm not really able to do anything. If you get me around a group of people, I'm done in like 45 minutes. So she just enjoys having me at home in my dilapidated and debilitated state, as it were, but she definitely enjoys it for what it is. Niche Killer, the event is, if you have Squadrons, it was open. Signups were in March, February, March, and then it runs through like November, December. If for the smaller groups, the events you want to look for, Arena is going to be a big one that we just announced. Check out the ED forums in the tournament section. So check that out. Arena is a 2v2 style event, and it is going to be most awesome. Muy bonito. It is going to be fantastic. I think it's a 2v2 event air start. It's going to be much faster than SATAL. SATAL is set up more for the squadron stuff, so it's not really open. I mean, if you're in a squadron, it's open, or it was, but it's not right now. Mongoose says, "Be right back. Gonna go get in a motorcycle accident." It was not worth it. It's not worth it. Getting hit by a T-bone by a delivery truck. Do not recommend. No, don't go do that if you want to stay home. It's not. Being able to stay home is not worth the stuff that you have to go through for that, and that you still have to deal with. But I'm cool. I'm alive. I didn't die. That's the most important thing, right? Not being dead seems like that's a plus. It's a good check mark to not be dead. My wife was appreciative of that. We had to sell the motorcycles. Then I became my pit just started expanding, my DCS pit and streaming stuff, and I got into this and became a major audiophile, and it is what it is. You guys get to deal with me every weekend, and hopefully now during the week with Arena and some other events that are coming. Mongoose, I am not a Wolverine. I don't have any metal in my body. I had a knee reconstruction and a shoulder reconstruction, but no metal, just plastic stuff. My orthopedic surgeon got to take power tools to me. Good time. Let's change up this music. Make it more daunting. Let's build some suspense. Separation between pan is significant. 11 nautical miles separation between the two teams, 110 nautical miles. So not too bad. Mongoose, I'm glad I'm not dead too. It is a positive. Not being dead has its perks. Being dead definitely has cons. Mainly of which being in the ground. I didn't die, which is a plus. But let's get back into this action. If 36th is able to stay a bit more organized, I think they stand a good chance of taking it to Pan. I think this could go to round 3. I'm hopeful. Just for more DCS action. I am very hopeful that we're going to get a round 3. Well, Bullet, the plastic in the head, it's what makes me kind of loopy. No plastic in the head. Only my shoulder and my knee. None in the head. I did have, what's it called? Radio frequency ablation done on my neck, because I have some stuff going on there. And that was kind of cool because they use radio frequency to burn nerve endings, which just thinking about that's pretty cool. Kind of terrifying that they're burning the nerve endings in my neck and my spine, but pretty cool if you think about it. Pretty cool, I think at least. But back to the action. I think 36 has a good chance. If they utilize their F-15s, specifically their actives, to their advantage, I think they've got a good chance of coming out on top. Stay organized. Utilize your advantages, in this case being the actives. Pan's advantages, in their case being the longer range and the faster missiles of the ER. And I think they can do it. 2, he says, or Archangel says, glad you're okay. No, I know it being close to death. Man, I don't remember. I was unconscious. So I can't say I know what that was like. I just remember waking up and the paramedics saying, you tried to fight the police officers, evidently because I was so out of it after getting hit. Rach has it right. It'll buff out. I buff out. I yell and scream and get excited about things. Ding Bob, it is saturated. I think it makes it a little bit easier to see things. This is what normal DCS looks like. Not that. This. That's normal DCS. This is reshade. So I think it just makes things a little bit easier to see, in my opinion. Chris says, discussion on Moltar damage model. Overrated and not complete. Separation between the two teams is now down to 50 nautical miles. And it looks like 36 actually changed pilots. They've got Winder taking the place of, I don't remember who he's replacing, but he came in, and then Abba Akai came in. We've got lots of new pilots in here on both sides. Pan Abba Nakai, SS-234A and Nika for Pan Squadron. And then Winder up here, and maybe Johnny. I don't really remember, in all honesty. But lots of new faces. Lots of new faces coming in here in round 2. Will the new faces make a difference coming into this? 37 nautical miles now. Separation between these two teams as things continue to get underway here in a match 2. Thomas joking says 36 roster has many recruits. 36 rooster. They have a rooster. They died. Chapin. Sorry, guys. I pushed a button with my toe, and it was a mistake. So hopefully the game doesn't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Where are you? Don't crash. Sweet! We didn't crash. It'll crash as soon as I go to the F10 map. Well, that worked out. We didn't crash. This is positive. Sorry, I touched a button with my toe and it turned off the audio. My fault. Oops. But we fixed it. We fixed it. I've got a DAC. I've got a JDS Labs DAC and amp on my... I can show you a picture later. But I've got a DAC up there and I touched the button on the DAC and it turned off the audio. That is a problem. Oops. Sorry. But we didn't miss any action. So I'm glad the stream didn't die. That is a plus. Didn't miss anything. Bullet says the metal in the skull shorted out Moltar's mic. Again. Man, sometimes you just got to deal with it. We got to deal with these growing pains, brother. I mean, things aren't perfect. That 120B is coming in on SS2348, but I don't think it's going to be a problem as he's able to get by that for the pan. No problemo. ER coming up from Abo out on, I think that's on Pitt. Pitt starts to defend for 36th in his Mirage, but that missile's going to be so far away that it's really not going to be an issue. It's going to be completely out of energy by the time it reaches it. Wasted. These are the Russian map icons. I think they're a little bit easier to see and understand what the hell is going on than the NATO ones. This is a boring song. That's a better song. Pan pressing together. 36 is a little bit separated. Corante over here on the western flank. You got me a little bit worried. You're by yourself. This is problem. This is issue. He gets a missile off. 120 coming on Pan. ET coming from Nika and an ER coming from Oaba. You guys got to help me with these names. They're killing me. And that Carante 120 is actually coming on 2348. But Carante immediately turns cold. Missiles are going to be so far away, they're going to be out of energy by the time they reach him, so that's not going to be a problem. And I think both teams look to be resetting. Carante needs to get up here to the northeast. He's got to get up here. Has to. Has to. He's so separated. Almost 15 nautical miles. If he gets jumped, he's going to die because he doesn't have any support. But I like that the majority of the 36 side isn't pushing by themselves. Politics? Politics? Samurai? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? I don't know what you're talking about. ER is coming up from multiple people. PETA, he's got an ET coming in. You're in trouble. He didn't do anything, and the Mirage turns into a pencil after a couple impacts. So 3 pilots remaining now for 36. And it's 3 aside. I admit there was a trade, so I guess it's 3 aside here. 3 for 36, 3 for Pan. Is this going to be the comeback for 36? They need to regroup. But as I say that, the sides look to be equal. They're equally spread on both sides. Carante's in a bit of a trouble. I don't know how he's going to recommit there. Arrowwinder and Johnny, I like now that they're both pressing here on Pan. Pan is by himself here in the center. And I don't know what he's going to do. Well, SS2348 has recommitted. And I think he may be able to get the pounce on Arrowwinder. Arrowwinder sees him. Multiple missiles. You got a flare, baby! And he doesn't... No, all the missiles take out Arrowwinder. Arrowwinder turns into a pencil, but Pan is in trouble. He's got a 120B. That's not going to be a factor. Carante up here to the north. Johnny has got a problem, but multiple missiles coming in multiple directions. Are we going to be able to see them both? He's going to get hit. That missed. And there was a kill up to the north. Carante got dispatched, but missiles were coming from both sides, and here comes the 73. There go the flares. You got to cut. Change direction. Flare, 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 flare. He flares it. No, he didn't. And that's all she wrote for 36th. And that's it. How many pilots do they have remaining now? 3 pilots. So Pan did suffer 1 casualty. There was 1 casualty that went down there. But again, in a very, very big demonstration of power coming from the Pan side, they get out of this round 2 with 3 pilots remaining to 36-0. It was cool to see all these new faces, though. And these guys are going to have to RTB. I don't think anybody's left. He did waste, IB Live, he did waste his energy. He needed to dump more flares and just pull in one direction instead of trying to do a spin move. And he should have, when he came into that engagement, instead of turning cold, he should have tried to, you know, maybe keep a hot aspect. It's hard to tell what the pilots are doing. I mean, I'm not in the pilot seat with them. So it's hard. You have to kill your energy when you flare because you have to cut back the throttles. If you keep the throttles on, you're just going to die because you have the hot exhaust coming out. What time is it? 10:30? We got a while until the next match. We got an hour and a half. What are we going to do? What am I going to do? Eat some lunch? I guess? Chill? Relax? Are you guys going to stay for the next match between 718 and TAW? You guys going to hang out? I'll probably just put the stream on a... I might actually kill the stream this time and just separate it into 2. Because there's so much time between the matches for this one because of how fast this went down. But the next one isn't scheduled to start until 1700 Zulu. That's in an hour and a half. It's 10:30. It's supposed to start noon my time. I could go get some lunch. Sounds great. Tom is joking. Who's next? Again, it's 718 LNG versus TAW. He's going. That's who's coming up in the next round. So maybe I can buy my microphone. We could do that. Anybody want to buy a microphone for me? I'm just kidding. I do need to buy it though. But that was a very, very good display from Pan. They capitalized on mistakes made by 36th. And they came out with the W. Came out on top. The big time. God, I love the flanker. So pretty. No, Will, not everybody's here. The teams aren't even here yet. Yeah, we'll probably kill the stream. Chris, with the Mongoose approach, 718's really taking the number game with that high number. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, it's been proven that the higher number definitely works. IB Live, that's probably what I'm going to do. Wasted Solid, yeah, the TAW match between TAW and 718 should be pretty good. I don't know how the TAW recruits are going to be. I know that their main team in Diamond's pretty good, but I've never seen them fly in Gold League before. So we'll just have to see how it all shakes out and how it all goes down. Just waiting for these guys to RTB. How far do we have to go? They're coming back to Kish, and Kish is 73 nautical miles. TAW has both. They have a Diamond team and a Gold League team. You're allowed to have both. Hey guys, I just thought of a random point. I got a PM about it, so I want to bring it up. If you compete in SATAL and you guys have skins that you want used, send me a message. I'd like to get them incorporated in here. I'd like to try and get people represented in their normal squadron liveries. It's a kind of a pain in the ass, but I would like to get them to work. So if you've got liveries for your squadron and you fly in SATAL, hit me up. I'll try and get them in. I think it's cooler when we can see everybody's liveries and stuff going into this. Uh-oh. Sorry, part of my green screen or my a green poster board that I have in here that covers something up fell over, and I had to fix it before it fell over. It looks like Pan has jettisoned their weapons. They're flying at 90% engine RPM, so I don't think fuel's really going to be a problem. We're just waiting on them to RTB. How far do they have left? They were at 70 nautical miles. We're down to 50, so we're almost back. Whoever was asking about the F-16, it should be a C. And as Mongoose said, I think it's going to be a Block 50. So it should be a decently recent one. I just hope it's well modeled, and I hope it's more feature complete than the Hornet was when it came out. Will says pink Hello Kitty skins for anyone that doesn't submit a squadron skin. That would be awesome. Or like My Little Pony unicorns or something. That'd be great. I'd like that. Let's see if we can see. Is he back there? Where is he? Where's he at? There he is. Coming in for the rejoin. Still at 90% engine RPM, so these guys really aren't concerned all that much about fuel. They're at 32,000 feet. So at this point, even if they do run out of fuel, they should be able to glide back home. Not really a problem. Would you guys be interested in, while I was thinking about this, would you guys be interested in instant replay? Could be kind of a pain because of how fast things can happen in DCS, but would instant replay be of any interest to people? I think I can get it set up. I'm pretty sure I could get it set up. Mongoose, you really want that round 3, don't you? You really want us to go to round 3. You really, really want that to happen. I wouldn't be opposed to round 3, but I don't think that's going to happen. No, Fat Blaster ED or Belsum Tech is probably doing the F-16. We don't know what ED or Keepler's next module is going to do or be. We're not entirely sure. Could be the A6, could be the F-14D. We're not really sure. So we can see Kish. Over there. Wasted. I might be able to make that work. Would you guys rather do instant replay? Well, we can't do tac view while they're RTB because I can't rewind the tac view because the tac view doesn't close for me to grab it until, so it'd have to be instant replay. It's definitely a possibility. I could just record the action and then grab the video while they're RTB and we could just look at some stuff. That's definitely a possibility. I'd have to think about how I'd do that. Just introducing more complexity, but sometimes complexity's good. Sometimes it makes the stream a bit better. These guys are starting to slow down. 80% engine RPM coming through 20,000 feet at 370 knots. You can see Kish over there. I wonder if they're going to do an overhead or if they're just going to come and do a left straight in. Well, those recap videos are coming more. Jabbers and I, we're going to be more consistent about them. They should be coming out every week, so we should have... I'm going to do the recordings for next week's tomorrow, and then they should get put up probably towards the end of the week. So they are definitely coming. We're getting more consistent now that we're caught up. That's not a problem. Is anybody going to Flight Sim Expo? I'm going. I'll be going with Thrustmaster. I know Wags is going. He's going to supposedly be there on the 8th. Missy, how is Jabber's overlay coming? It's coming. There's just an issue right now with the F-14 and multi-crew. It has problems with it. Frosty, what do you mean? Restream from the TAC view and then commentate over it? I don't know what you mean. You mean do another stream with the TAC view and then talk over it and talk about like what people were doing? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, the overlay's coming. He's encountering some problems. There's some DCS issues. Samurai and Mongoose, you guys just love to give me crap. Just constant. I love it. I love it. If I'm going to dish it, I got to be able to take it. But it's just constant. You guys wouldn't do it to me if you didn't love me, right? Wouldn't give me the crap if you didn't love me. Looks like these guys are going to do an overhead break. They're still at 370 knots at 2,000 feet. Fee, that's a good point. I need to better utilize stream markers. Then we can go back and watch them. Oh, I know I rock Creedle. I'm well aware. The question is do you guys know how much I rock? Mongoose wife swap. Better be careful. Better be careful. You don't know how much crap she puts up with. And Pan turning on the finals, passing 250 knots at 1,000 feet. Looks like it should be a nice smooth landing. He's on finals on 0-1 left. Sorry, on 1-0 left. Here at Kish. And after he lands, we're going to shut the stream down for a little over an hour. And then we will come back for the second matchup between 718 and Taw. Oh, you got a little floaty. You better put down, Pan. Where are you going? You're going to run on a runway. Better brake. Better brake. Nah, he's good. He's got plenty of runway. So, guys, that's all she wrote for me for this round one. We'll be back in just over an hour for round two between Taw and 718. Should be a good showing. Make sure you come back to make sure you don't miss that. Make sure you follow us on Twitch. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. All the links should be down below. It is muy importante to make sure you stay up to date with everything competitive in DCS. DCS World Events is the heart and soul of competitive DCS. We live and breathe this stuff. That's all I've got for now. We'll be back. Probably Stream will probably start about 11:30, so in right about an hour, 45 minutes or so. Then you guys can get all that stuff. Make sure you follow, so you get the alert when the stream goes back live. It was good fun. Pan taking it 2 rounds to nothing over 36 in a very demonstrative and very authoritative way over the 36. And guys, I'll see you back here in a bit. Until next time, see you guys later.